Hello and welcome back. So, here we are getting ready for the fifth Sunday of Lent. I have the readings for next Sunday down in the description of this video. So I thought that would make things a little bit easier. I don't need to read them out to you, and I'll keep going with that going forward. So, including a link. There is a link down there to the U.S. Council of Catholic Bishops' write-outs, quotations of those readings. So what you'll actually hear at Mass this coming Sunday. I thought it'd be a better use of our time together to just talk about what it is that's going to be talked about. What are my reflections for this week based on these readings? What am I going to be reflecting on this week? That might be something that's useful to you in faith as well. So this week, I'm going to do something I haven't done yet in these reflections with all of you, and that is I'm going to actually look at some of the words from the Gospel. And in particular, I'm going to be looking at the words of Jesus that the Pharisees actually sort of listen to or pay heed to. A special topic that he's sort of put forward in different ways, and we as Christians talk about to some extent and in some form, not exactly the same way he puts it forward, but it is something that we do hold dear to our hearts, and we are called to do it, but we talk about it in a different way with God, without thinking, almost every single day. We should every single day. If you don't, I'm not going to judge you for it. But that's exactly the topic. And we break it a lot of us break it constantly. Judgment. Specifically, let the one who is without sin be the first to throw a stone. We say a form of it when we say the Our Father, forgive us as we forgive those who trespass against us. Not exactly the same. It's a similar topic. We are being held to the same weight we hold others. The same level of forgiveness as we forgive others. And if we're holding someone for something that wasn't even done to us, casting a judgment on them for something they didn't even do to us, that says something. But similarly, we are also reminded that when we have posts in our own eye, we should work on cleaning those out before we attend to the splinters in the eye of another so that we can see clearly what we're doing. And so, I guess this is where I need to make I have a problem. As I know it's a very human problem, a common one, especially in today's society with the internet, where we can say whatever we want online. I don't really necessarily struggle with it online. I struggle with it when I'm hurt. I struggle with it in times of great pain and emotion. And that is when someone has done something that's hurt someone I cared about, and I feel betrayed by them. I feel hurt by them. I feel like I expected better of them, and they've done something that feels like a betrayal of trust, a betrayal of character on their part. I have the bad habit of saying things about them. Calling into question whether or not are they actually good people, do they actually believe in God? That's not for me to question. That's not for me to question those things, even if it's in private. That doesn't matter. That's not for me to question. Who am I to question that? I don't know their private life. I don't know their interior life. I don't know what pains they suffer on a daily basis. And yet I question these things when I'm hurt, when I'm wounded, when I feel betrayed. It may not be anger or hate, it may be pain and suffering, but that doesn't make it any better. I don't know their secrets. I've been on the receiving end of those kinds of statements myself. I've been someone where people don't know what I have going on in my life, and they've come after me making claims that are baseless, that they have no idea about anything that's going on, and they have these great statements that are not reflective of the actual things that have happened in my life, or the actual things I've been through, or the actual things I go through on a daily basis. And they claim them as fact and as law, and they claim because of these things that they have stated that they know things about me and my character. And if I've been on the receiving end of these things, why do I say such things about someone else when I'm in pain? That's not right. Why am I casting that stone? And I know there's some people out there who may be like, oh, that's a slight of the tongue. Pass it off. Just shrug it off and move on. You said an oops, it's fine. No, it's not. It's not okay to do that. Me saying that about anyone, no matter the pain they cause, it doesn't matter. If I want to be like Christ, if I want to root out the sin in my life and be a better person for my family and for others, then no, it's not a slight of the tongue. It's not something I can just shrug off. It's a problem. We have to tame our tongues. We have to tame our actions. We have to tame our words that are spoken, our words that are written, and the things that we say by our actions. We are Christians. Whether it is out of an abundance of pain that our actions speak, or an abundance of anger, that is still a pain. Whether it's an abundance of anything, we must have our actions speak out of an abundance of love, out of an abundance of mercy, out of an abundance of hope, out of an abundance of faith. Because if we are pouring forth sin, what else can this world drink up? To everyone who hears. And what else am I drinking? I'm poisoning myself. And if you're struggling with these things too, that's something you're doing to yourself. It's not a sleight of the tongue. It's a poisoning of ourselves and all who see or read or hear these things. We need to do better. If we want to be more like Christ, if we want to change this world, if we want to live the lives of saints, we need to start making these changes and not just shrug them off. So not only this week, and I do invite you this week with me to reflect on these things with me and work on finding the roots of where is the laxity in the tongue or in the written word or in the actions or wherever it is. Even if it's more than one place, I don't know. I can't speak for yourself. I can't even speak fully for myself on this. I haven't fully reflected yet. We need to find the source of those roots and cut them off. Like was been talked about previously during Lent, we need to prune so that we may bear good fruit. I hope this made sense to you. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts, any prayer intentions you might have, or anything that touches your heart. Thank you for sharing these prayer reflections with me and being with me on this journey in faith. I will pray for you during the hour of divine mercy every day for all of your intentions. My brothers and sisters in Christ, may the Lord bless you and keep you. I'll see you next time.